around the globe and see how the US markets fared overnight. And they closed higher with the S&P 500 up about 0.4%, the Nasdaq rising about 0.6%, whereas the Dow that added just about 47 points. Now, this is a good, while the gains are not as very significant, very minimal gains coming in for the Wall Street. But yes, 2-3 days of declines is what has been reversed today and overnight. And yes, gains coming in. Now, like I said, it's a 4-day losing streak that was snapped. This was ahead of NVIDIA's highly anticipated earnings. And after the bell, NVIDIA did jump nearly 5% as its earnings beat revenue expectations, and also the company issued a strong fourth quarter sales forecast. The CEO said that demand for Blackwell chips, that is off the charts, lifting sentiments across AI trade and boosting stocks like AMD, Broadcom and Eaton. Now still, some analysts say that NVIDIA may be nearing its peak in growth and market share. Now, earlier in the day, markets did rebound from recent weakness, though major indexes that remained down for the week. Meanwhile, Fed minutes showed that officials are split on whether slowing jobs data or persistent inflation, which one is the bigger risk. Traders are now seeing just about a 33% chance of a December rate cut. Now, in terms of what to watch out for next, September non-farm payroll data that's delayed by the government shutdown. This could be influencing the Fed's next move. So all eyes on that later today. So yes, Srishti, that's about the Wall Street snapping that 4-day losing streak and ending on a positive note. But how are things on the crude front?
Quite interesting, Kanishka, because we have seen the crude oil prices falling a bit on the renewed hopes of Russia truce, wherein some of the reports do suggest that the US is pushing to end the Russia and Ukraine war. And because of that, overnight we have seen Brent crude slipping almost 2%, but as of now it's quite stable around that $63.5 per barrel mark, and so is WTI, very close to that $59 per barrel mark. So that's about crude. But look at the move in gold, because just yesterday and day before we were discussing that how gold is now very much close to that 4,000 per ounce mark, and from those levels we have seen a very good rebound, especially in a couple of days. Gold is now close to that $4,100 per ounce mark, almost $100 move that we have seen in the last couple of days, and that's after the Fed minutes. Of course, we have seen gold gaining, as well as the safe haven demand is seen to be getting back onto the market sentiment. And with respect to the silver prices, that is seen to be steady for a bit right now.
All right, so that's about the global roundup as far as the markets and commodity markets are also concerned. But let's move on and take a look at some of the top global stories that we're tracking this morning. First up, at the US Saudi Investment Forum,